At the end of matting, you've probably taken over several desks or a large counter space, and you probably have a lot of supplies out. Downside is it might be very close to the end of the block. This process can take a long period of time, and so you might be extra rushed. So we wanted to remind you of some of the things that you should be doing at the end of matting. The first thing is, if you're not done, the cleanup bell is rung and you're starting to panic, what should you do with your piece? So if this piece of mat board is mine and I've already cut it to exactly the size I want, I should put my name in the middle on the back side and find a safe location for it. Probably the best place that you can put it would be where your in-progress projects are. But if that doesn't seem safe enough to you, you can always run it up to the gallery office, which we've already shown you. But let's say that I did mat my piece and now I've got these scraps laying around. Anything small like this is not able to be used anymore and should just go right in the recycle bin. A piece like this is still usable, maybe for a sketch or for a small project, and so that I'm going to run back over to the cabinet where the matting supplies are, and I'm going to put it on the shelf that goes with all the white pieces. So I'm going to lay that over here with my mat maker and my little scrap of mat board there, and I'm also going to move my blade over so that I've got a nice little pile for me to take over to that part of the room. If you have a large sheet of mat board left, like this black piece that I have here, because you cut one little corner out of it, this seems like it's too large to go back in the mat making cabinet. So why don't you place this on top of the cabinet by the door where all the whole sheets of mat board are. That way someone else, when they're looking for a large sheet, can find it there. The other thing I thought I would remind you about is to make sure you actually leave with your drawing pencils on the day that you're doing matting. It's usually a day when I can walk around the classroom and pick up several pencils, whether or not they're left at a paper cutter or somewhere else. But anything that has a sharp edge is definitely a priority. So making sure that your utility knife, that the blade is down and that it's put back behind the chalkboard would be important. Making sure that you hang the yardsticks back up and you put the rulers away would also be important. So I'm just going to take a few minutes and kind of tidy my entire space here. Even if I know someone else is going to be using it, I want to make sure that nothing gets lost or mishandled and that someone else finds, especially a sharp object, in the next block.